Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Arsenal. Let me know if you can hear me. It is never easy for us going to City Ground against Nottingham Forest. This is quickly becoming one of the stadiums that I literally do not like Arsenal going to. Remember how tough it used to be for us going to Stoke City and then recently to Newcastle and to Crystal Palace and those teams? Nottingham Forest, I'm really starting to hate going to Nottingham Forest. It's only a joke, but listen, I wouldn't mind Nottingham Forest going out of the league so that you don't really have to go there. But listen, 3 points, back-to-back wins against Crystal Palace, against Nottingham Forest, exactly what we wanted immediately after that break in Dubai. We've gotten two, thank you, Stanislas, we've gotten 2 wins out of 2, exactly what we needed. That is 6 points out of 6. And that's not the only thing going for us right now. Aston Villa are also currently losing 3-0 at home to Newcastle. Liverpool have Chelsea tomorrow. I expect Man City to win. We have Liverpool this weekend. We wanted to go into that Liverpool game having won 2 games out of 2, Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest. It was a little bit hard at the end. That is a stadium that I don't think we've even won for a long time. Last time we went there, they beat us 1-0. The previous year we won there in the FA Cup, they beat us 1-0. The previous year, I think they beat us like 4-2 at their place as well. And that's a Awonyi guy. He scored like 3 games in a row against us. But listen, we got the win. Really happy with players like Jesus, especially in the last like 30-40 minutes. Jesus was really good. A lot of good things to say about Saka today as well. Smith Rowe got a start today. Defensively, it looked like we were close to keeping a clean sheet because I was watching that game and I looked at the stats and everything. I know Saliba did give away the ball a couple of times and all that and probably cost us the goal, maybe poor defending. Not cost us the goal in terms of giving away the ball directly, but maybe should have defended better, could have been a clean sheet. Not the best performance, but hey, we needed the win and we got the win. It was great to also see Gabriel and Declan Rice both playing in this game as well, because I mean there was rumors that they would have missed this game because of injuries. But hey, things are looking good. 2 wins out of 2. Wanted the clean sheet, as I said, but listen, we got the win. Stadiums like those, you just go there and get the win. It's never easy. Last season, they beat us there. They beat Liverpool there as well. So they beat Man United already this season, I think last month. So it's never easy going to Nottingham Forest. I'm just happy that has happened and that game is over. I'm happy we don't have to go to Everton again. I'm happy we don't have to go to Nottingham Forest again. I'm happy we don't have to go to Luton again, and those teams just don't like going to those stadiums. But 2-1 win for Arsenal. As I said, back-to-back wins. I think we're now on 46 points, 2 points behind Liverpool. We've now created a gap between us and Aston Villa. If they lose, they're losing 3-0 at the moment. I don't think they'll make a comeback here. And if things go away tomorrow, up the Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. If they get at least something against Liverpool, I mean, we're in a good place. We'd be in a good place. We'd be 3 points behind Liverpool before we play them next. But listen, even if they win the game, we just need to focus on our games. And next up, we have Liverpool. And then after that, I think we'll have, is it Burnley away? I think it will be like Burnley away or something. If you beat Liverpool, all of a sudden, my dream of winning 5 games in a row this season can actually come true. But let's not look too forward. Let's focus on today. Let me know what you guys made of the game. Questions for you watching on Facebook. I've put a poll if you're watching on YouTube. So if you're watching in any other platform as well, X and all that. Question for you. Are you just happy the 3 points? 3 points is 3 points. Or are you looking at it like, no, I wanted a better performance. I didn't need it to be 2-1. We did it maybe better goal difference and all that. How are you looking at this performance? A win is a win, or did you want a better performance? So let's get to the match reaction. A lot to talk about today. Let's start with the starting lineup. As you guys let me know what you made of the game. So this was a lineup today. A couple of surprises. The main one, Smith Rowe. But defensively, same defense. So Raya, Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White, and Zinchenko. I mean, we don't really have any other defenders apart from Kivio, if you count Cedric as well. Cedric could be leaving this summer at this transfer window as well. So that is our defense. That is our defense until Tomiyasu returns. That is our defense until Timber returns. We don't really have too many options. We'd have to find a way to rotate. That's why especially for maybe we're going to see Cedric in some game, maybe even for 30 minutes. We're potentially going to see Kivio. Maybe we're actually going to see Partey playing right back. I know people don't like that, but the only way Ben White can rest is if you play the Partey or you play, I don't know, Cedric or someone that's on that wing. But for now, all of them are playing, and a good thing that we had that 2-week break. I think that really came at a good time for us, because if we were playing like 3 days after that Fulham game, we'd have lost again. If we are playing 3 days after that Liverpool game, we'd have lost again. So I'm actually happy that we had a break. Midfield, Declan Rice, Odegaard, and Smith Rowe. Really happy with Smith Rowe starting. Let me know what you guys made of his performance. And then up front, we went with Saka, Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus. On the bench, Aaron Ramsdale looks like he's going to stay at Arsenal. I'm happy with that. Kivio, Walters, Cedric, Jorginho, Havertz, Trossard, Nketiah, and Nelson. So the bench, I guess now that Smith Rowe is back from injury, when Partey's back this weekend as well, I think our bench will start looking like more decent. Like you can look at, listen, you have Trossard and all those guys on the bench, at least players who can make a difference. And Trossard was really good. After he came on, he was very, very good. I loved everything about his game. So my prediction for the game was 3-1. I thought you were going to get a couple of goals. I didn't see us losing again at Nottingham Forest. Obviously, there's those teams that are always going to beat you and all that, but someday the run is going to come to an end. So I was hoping this is the time that it's going to come to an end. I think that break has really helped us. So the games that are following that up, I was hoping for performances. And after scoring 5 against Crystal Palace, I thought, listen, Martinelli will be more confident after scoring those 2 goals. Jesus will be more confident. Smith Rowe is getting a start. He wants to prove himself as well. Listen, Jorginho comes off the bench, he'll be okay as well. So I was happy. I was happy with the lineup. I think many of you are happy with the lineup. Probably many of you don't want to see Havertz in the lineup. Maybe some of you wanted to see Trossard. Maybe some of you didn't. But I was absolutely happy with the performance. So the first 10 minutes of the game, a lot of controlled possession. Tiki-taka football, left, right, and then we pass it quickly to Zinchenko and Jesus. That 10 minutes, like if you watch the way Zinchenko plays, like Zinchenko in terms of passing and just controlling position and all that, he is really good. Yes, he gives away the ball once or twice. Sometimes he's very annoying. But in that place where you just need to control possession, especially if you're like 2 goals up, he is absolutely amazing. Like he'll just pass the ball, through passes here and there. But we weren't creating any chances. And I wanted an early goal against Nottingham because last season, I think they scored against us in like the 4th minute or something, and they didn't score the whole game. They just defended for 90 minutes and didn't score. The previous season when he played them in the FA Cup, they are not even in the Premier League, and they still beat us 1-0 as well. So good control possession, but we still needed some penetration. 4-play without penetration doesn't make sense. But we started creating a few openings here and there. Didn't really get shots on target, but the openings, I loved how Zinchenko and Smith Rowe are combining on the left side with Jesus as well. We are getting into the box very well. Like Zinchenko pass to Smith Rowe, throw ball, but the final pass, a problem. Or they actually put in the final pass, but we take too long to shoot the ball. The other side as well. This is the first time in a long time that I've seen Saka from the first minute taking on his left back. This season, Saka's not really been doing that a lot. He's been, getting the ball, passing it to Odegaard, and then maybe see him taking on his left back once or twice. Today, I saw Saka like taking on his left back so many times, more than 5 times, even in that first half alone. He was getting involved in all that, and that is exactly what I want to see from Saka. He was getting involved, getting himself into the box. Ben White as well was really good on that right side, getting himself into the box as well. I think we had like 5 or 6 clear openings in the first 30 minutes. Smith Rowe had, I think, 2. Zinchenko's in the box as well. Ben White, Saka, Odegaard, but still no shots on target. We were creating, but they were blocking all our shots, and we weren't really like creating clear-cut chances. We were playing well, like the combination play was really, really good, but the final product was not there, like the last pass. Like that's how Man City scored their goal since long time ago when they had Son and Sterling. Pass to the left side, cross, tap in. Pass to the right side, cross, tap in. Like Son and Sterling have scored so many of those goals when they're at Man City. Now we get into those positions, but the final pass is not there. Maybe sometimes you'll see Zinchenko passing the ball to Odegaard, and then sometimes, yes, the defenders come to him very quickly, but sometimes you feel like you're taking too long to shoot the ball. Sometimes the same. Trossard will run with the ball on the left side, he'll cross the ball. Jesus, too much time on the ball again, or he decides to pass the ball. A few unlucky. Some maybe should have been going faster with it and trying to score and trying to take the shot off quickly. Our first real shot was like Smith Rowe in the 29th minute, and that was from outside the box. And then a crazy start from the 30th minute. We had 95% possession. 95% possession, man. And Nottingham Forest had 5. These are the kind of games I absolutely hate to lose. I always tell you guys, you rather beat us 6-0. But in a game like this where we've had 95% possession, and we are creating so many chances. Sometimes we're missing them. Sometimes we're not having creating great chances, but you're having a lot of possession, and then the other team gets one chance and scores. Those games are terrible. One of them was Liverpool. We dominated Liverpool in the FA Cup, and they scored. Wolves, the time we played them, we absolutely dominated them, and they almost like came back in the game in the last few minutes. But I was still confident we'd get our goals. Jesus got a yellow card for dissent. I don't usually like players getting yellow cards for dissent because sometimes it piles up and then you end up missing a game that you're not supposed to miss. Saka was also unlucky, the deflected shot in the 43rd minute that could have been a goal, could not have been a goal. Corners, we got so many corners, and I said in the preview, Arsenal have scored the most set-piece goals this season, and Nottingham Forest have conceded the most. So I was hoping for better deliveries and all that. I don't like the short corners. When you have a team like that, when they're going to be, they've considered a lot of set pieces and they're going to be scared and all that, you need to put the ball in the box. So there's like once or twice we took a short corner and it ended up nowhere from Declan Rice and Odegaard on that right side. Just put the ball in the box. They're not very good at defending set pieces. You never know what is going to happen. But ultimately, halftime 0-0, 81% possession. We had no shots on target at all. But I was hoping that second half would change for sure, because sometimes some games, if you don't score a corner or free kick, sometimes it takes so much time to open up the game, it becomes more difficult. And the moment you give the likes of Chris Wood and the rest of the Nottingham Forest team more confidence, when they start to feel, listen, it's 0-0. It's 0-0 against Arsenal, and this is a team that we have beaten the last 3 times. They are not on good form. They've only won like one out of their last 4 or 5 games. Nottingham Forest become more and more confident, and all of a sudden you're in a bit of problems. Saliba also had a poor defending in the first half, but he made up for it with the tackle and he got the ball back. But in the first half, overall, if I was to judge the first half without looking at the second half, oh my goodness, Aston Villa have scored 2 goals. Offside, my goodness, I don't want them to win. Aston Villa have scored 1. So the first half, I felt like Smith Rowe had a lot of space, but you're not passing the ball to him. There's a lot of times I saw Odegaard with the ball, Martinelli with the ball, give the ball to Saka quickly and to Smith Rowe quickly, because he can turn and maybe create something. And when Smith Rowe gets the ball in that number 10 position and turns, because Odegaard is drifting to the right side and stuff, he will turn on that side end. Maybe the defenders will come in and all of a sudden Martinelli is free or Saka is free, and that opens up for us. And Smith Rowe can also shoot the ball, or he can look for Odegaard. He can also shoot the ball and all that. So we were not moving the ball quicker. We were controlling possession. It never looked like Nottingham Forest were going to score. That is one thing that is a positive this season. Sometimes, most of the times we watch Arsenal this season, it doesn't seem like the opposition is ever going to score unless we give them a goal. So we were controlling the game and everything. I was not happy with Smith Rowe getting the ball quicker. I was very impressed with Ben White. Zinchenko as well. He was the one trying to get the ball in the box to Smith Rowe, to Jesus and all that. Jesus was getting involved here and there, but a few missed chances as always here and there, but no clear-cut chances. So no subs at halftime. I didn't really need any subs today at halftime. I felt like Saka was involved in the game. Smith Rowe was involved. I wanted him to get like at least 60, 70 minutes in the game. Obviously, you can't take off the likes of Rice and players like that. So the rest have to play unless you bring on. And the subs are usually obvious. It's going to be Nketiah for Jesus, Johnson for Martinelli, but I wanted them to stay on the pitch. And then we actually came in the second half was slightly better. The second half was obviously better in terms of trying to create. Saliba had great one-on-one defending. I thought Awonyi was going to. That Awonyi guy has been out for like 1 year. Today is the first time he's returned, and he obviously has to return against Arsenal. He gave us a bit of headache. Saka had a shot as well that was saved. Jesus, there's a play that we had like between Ben White to Saka to Odegaard to Jesus. When Jesus hit the post, that was a wonderful play. We are capable of that, like that quick passing, quick to the box and then shoot the ball. We can do that. We don't do that always, but there's always moments like you see, like you watch Arsenal and you're like, wow, like that. When Jesus hit the post, the football that we were playing in that for that chance, absolutely amazing. Slightly unlucky hitting the post, but I think from that situation you have to hit the post. You have to not hit the post. You have to hit the target. You have to score the goal. At least make the goalkeeper save the ball. The Nottingham Forest fans themselves do not like Turner because it's a bit of a calamity this season so far for them. So just shoot the ball. You never know. He might mishandle it. He might drop to Saka, and someone might score. But it was good play. At least we were starting to show something. And from that point on, Jesus was our best player for sure. Like, I think he hit the post and he's like, now I'm going to take over this game. Right after that, there's a time he got the ball and he flicked it over the defender and shot it off target. I wish that would have been a goal. That would have been amazing, or try and pass the ball or something. But from that point on, absolutely amazing from Jesus. Finally came our goal. I think they were showing some replay and then we just saw Jesus having the ball in the box. Against Luton, The game was 0-0 2 months ago. The game was 0-0 against Luton. I think it was Jesus who took a quick throw-in. It went to Saka, and I think Saka crossed the ball to Martinelli, and you scored to make it 1-0 on that day. Quick throw-in. Today as well, we scored from a quick throw-in. That is the kind of things I want to see. That shows that your mind is in the game. You're turned on the game. Like Zinchenko's focused on the game. We usually complain about Zinchenko not focusing sometimes when he's defending. I think he's the one who took that throw-in. Very quick thinking, and I absolutely love that. That itself helped us get that goal. We were never going to score like 6 or 7 goals in that second half. And you never know, if we didn't score that first goal, they would have just kept on defending. And the one you'd have scored in the last minute, and it would have been 1-0 to them. That quick thinking from Zinchenko and that quick movement from Jesus absolutely helped us to get that chance. And very, very good finish from Jesus. I think the keeper should have done better. If I was a Nottingham fan, I would have been absolutely disgusted with that defending. That is absolutely terrible defending. First of all, from the throw-in, it means the defenders are asleep, as well as Tan. I think that you'd have done better with that shot from Jesus. But Jesus, really, really good finish, helped us take the lead in that situation. Really, really happy with that, because I mean, if it would have gotten to the like 60th, to the 70th, 80th minute there, it would have been nervous. We'd have been looking for another late goal, which is not great. So fair play to Jesus and Zinchenko for helping us get that goal. Jesus was very involved. In the last 30 minutes, he was very, very involved. Havertz came on for Smith Rowe. Let me know what you make of Smith Rowe's performance. We'll talk about him in the player ratings. And then World Cup winner Montiel, the guy who scored the last penalty for Argentina, decided to be good to us. He passed the ball straight to Odegaard, and Odegaard, with the quick pass, again, very focused on the game. He was not asleep. He got the ball and he knew where the run was going to be. Very quick pass to Jesus. Jesus, once again, brilliant pass to Saka. And Saka put the shot on target. I was praying he puts the shot on target. The shot was on target, and Saka made it 2-0. Absolutely perfect. 2 goals in just like 6-7 minutes. Another thing is, every time we make mistakes, teams punish us. Remember when he made a mistake against Man United? Rashford scored. Remember when he made a mistake against Wolves? I think Cunha scored. Remember when he made a mistake against Fulham? I think Palhinha scored. Every single game, if you make a mistake, we are going to be punished. Most of the times, the other team gives us the ball, like against Tottenham at the Emirates. We got the ball and Jesus put it off target. We get a lot of mistakes from other teams, but we never take the opportunity. Today we did. They gave us the goal and gave us the ball. Odegaard, quick pass, very good pass to Jesus. Jesus, very, very good assist to Saka, and Saka with the brilliant finish to make it 2-0. And from that point on, I could relax a bit, because I knew like this Awonyi, and they bring in Elanga and Hudson-Odoi and that pace and all that, they could easily score. I never thought they were going to score, but eventually they did score. But not before we brought in Trossard and Ketia for Jesus and Martinelli. Trossard as well, the very, very good 20 minutes that he had in that game. Very good skills. The time he went past like 4 or 5 players and just put it off target. And then Raya, just before Raya made a save, Awonyi scored. Now, I need to watch that back again. I know Saliba was a bit of poor defending. I guess it jumped to it. Maybe you should be more composed in that situation. I'll try and rewatch it. But do you guys think it was a Saliba error, or do you think it was just unlucky for the Nottingham Forest goal? But ultimately, Awonyi scored against us. 3rd game in a row, he scored against us for some reason. He's becoming like Drogba, and those guys against us, he always scores against us. And the last 5 minutes, just like the time we played them at the Emirates, we have a 2-goal lead. This Awonyi scored in the 90th minute. He scored against us as well at the Emirates, right? He did as well. So he scored in that game as well, 90th minute, and he became very, very nervous in the last 5 minutes, exactly like the one at the Emirates. But we were able to hold on, but not without a lot of heart attacks, because Raya made a save from Awonyi. Again, it is always bloody Awonyi. There's a time they were looking for a penalty as well. I was like, no, please don't do this, man. 2-0, 90 minutes, and then they scored 2 goals. That would have been calamitous. But we were able to hold on. Apart from that error, it was never looking like they were going to score. I think Rice was good, Gabriel was good, even Saliba in a few situations he was good. But even Zinchenko defensively today, I think he was good. I think I counted him giving away the ball maybe once or twice, but he never really cost us. So we got the win. That is what matters. We got the win against Nottingham Forest. It's not going to be easy for teams to go to Nottingham Forest and win. We've already seen Man United going there and losing. It's not really our competition. I think Aston Villa went to Nottingham Forest and lost as well in December, November, something like that. So it is never easy going to them. But I'm just happy we got the win. I'm just really happy we got the win. I'm happy Saka scored. I'm happy Jesus scored, and we can now focus on the Liverpool game. Again, Liverpool is like a warning. I'm tired of hearing about Liverpool. It feels like we play Liverpool every single week this time. And guess what? We are going to play them again in the summer during the preseason. We're actually going to play Liverpool again in USA. Tired of playing against Liverpool. Hopefully this time you can win it. At least Klopp will not be here this time. Whoever is going to be Steven Gerrard, bring in Steven Gerrard. So 2-1 to Arsenal. 2 wins from 2 lovely stuff after the break. We needed that. We're going to a very crucial part, man. Liverpool, Burnley. We're going to have Newcastle in the league, and then big business against FC Porto twice as well in the next 1-2 months. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. But before I come to the player ratings, let me see what you guys are saying. Timothy says, Gunners, always nervous with Arsenal, Timothy. We are always nervous. Stansler says, same score last time. Come on, Gunners, but please, we need a striker. I don't think we're going to get a striker. I don't think we're going to get anyone this January transfer. And I think we're going to really have to survive until the end of the season. I'm happy Smith Rowe started today because we're going to need him to start a lot of games between now and the end of the season. We're going to need Havertz to start some, Smith Rowe to start some, Trossard to start some, Martinelli, Saka, even Fabio Vieira. I don't know when Fabio Vieira is going to be back. We're going to need him. I want Tomiyasu back in this team. We're going to have to survive. We're going to have to be very lucky with the injuries as well. We are hoping that no one else picks up a crazy injury between now and the end of the season. We need everyone fit. Everyone needs to stay fit between now and the end of the season. If you're going to do something, even if it's just competing for both, even if you don't eventually win, I don't want us to end up finishing 5th or 15 points behind Man City and Liverpool. No, let's compete until April and May again. If we end up winning, absolutely fantastic. I'll be screaming on stream. If we don't, let's at least compete with them, and then we'll see what to do after that. But yeah, same scores last time as Stansler says, and same way as well. We scored 2 goals, and then Awoni scored in like the 90th minute, and then it was a Navi 5 minutes at the end. Gunners for life, says Calvin. Wonderful performance, says Malwak. And great win at City Ground. Football pundits will make positive statements towards title race. I don't know. Do you prefer them saying Arsenal is the favorite or them saying Man City and Liverpool is the favorite? This time, everyone is saying Man City first, Liverpool second, Arsenal third or fourth. So let's just go quietly with our business. Let's just keep winning and keep playing well. And hopefully, Partey should be back against Liverpool, and hopefully Vieira is back soon. Hopefully, Timber is back by February or March or something. Also says greetings to everyone in this house. I'm not happy as Arsenal came spoiled this clean sheet. Yeah, I really wanted a clean sheet as well. It would have been great to get 2 clean sheets in a row. Away from home recently been conceding. Last season we were the best team in terms of keeping clean sheets at home, away from home. But this season, and it's not like the other teams are like destroying us. No. It is like we always end up like conceding some silly goal. Like Aston Villa scored once against us. Liverpool scored once against us. We never really concede like 3 or 4, but it's always a silly way that we concede. A win is a win, says Stanslers, but we need to shoot the ball for sure. Like exactly what I was saying. Like when Zinchenko and White and Odegaard and Saka and all those guys get the ball on the wings and in the box, they cross the ball. Sometimes it does fall on Odegaard as well. Sometimes it falls on Trossard. Sometimes it falls on Jesus, on Zinchenko. And it takes so much time to shoot the ball. They shoot the ball. You never know what is going to happen. It can hit someone and go in. It happened against Man City. If Martinelli didn't shoot the ball, we'd never have won that game. Shoot the ball, it can hit someone, it can go in. It would never have, against Tottenham. We shot the ball, it hit Romero, it went in. Anything can happen. Maneno says, I really enjoyed the way Smith Rowe played. Philium says that was a fantastic performance against a defensive team. They are annoying me, the defensive structure. I love teams that can just, I mean, it's great for the heart knowing the other team is not going to have like 10 shots against you. But man, I love open games. Like you saw the way it was open between like the 50th and 70th minute, and you were able to, get in behind them and everything. It's better. Good confidence booster facing Liverpool on Sunday. Whenever Arsenal is playing, I don't eat until we win. Now I can eat my food. Jackson, enjoy your food. Don't do that against Liverpool, though. You might stay angry. Hopefully we do win, though. Morocco is going home. I've not checked the score. I know they're playing against South Africa. Let me just check. Have they gone on? The game is over, right? Let me know the score. Oh, they're losing 2-0. Oh my goodness. AFCON has been amazing this year, man. Absolutely amazing. Cape Verde to win. We are the Gunners. I know there's a lot of Nigerians and stuff watching this as well. I mean, you might still win it as well. Ivory Coast goes there at home as well. Gibson says we need Thomas. I think you're going to get him back this weekend. Tactical says that was a poor performance. I honestly don't think anyone played well. I think you're being a little bit harsh. I think Jesus played well in the last, especially 40 minutes. Unless you're saying the whole game, Jesus played well for 40 minutes. I think Zinchenko was okay. I think Ben White was really good in the first half. I mean, obviously, in terms of like numerous creation of chances from Odegaard and Smith, we didn't really get that. I think Saka, we saw more from Saka than what we usually see. At least today, saw him getting past defenders and all that. Not the defense, because that goal was shocking. Odegaard hardly created, right? So mess says tactical, and Smith throws okay and forwards are poor. We need Timber to say Steven. This Awonyi guy, that's what I say as well, tactical. This Awonyi guy, why always him? And who always stands up against us and scores against us. Last 3 games, 3 goals, and some silly goals, some tapping goals. Just go and watch the goals he scored against us. So, even the one last season at their place, very, very silly goal. It just bounces off people and then it hit him. I think the one he scored against us last season, I think Gabriel was clearing the ball and then it hit him and it went in. Against them this season at our place, again, it was just some fluffy goal, some fluky goal in the box as well. Terrible. We need them to beat Liverpool this week, and that would be massive, because if Liverpool don't win tomorrow and you beat them, we are tied on points with them. And then, listen, we'd have finished our games against Liverpool. There are still some really big games away at Man City and Aston Villa coming to our place and going to Tottenham. All those games will be big, but if you just keep on winning, you never know. Before I come to the rest of the comments, let me do the player ratings. Let's do the player ratings. Let's go. So, Nottingham 1, Arsenal 2 player ratings. Let's start with David Dreyer. There's a time Trossard ran with the ball a couple of times, and it was from quick, rare throw-ins. I love that. I think Raya recently started to impress people, like the throw-in against Crystal Palace, the quick throw-in, the kick to Havertz on that day as well, the penalty save against West Ham. I think Raya recently has been okay. I haven't really talked about Raya, which is a good thing. If you're not talking about the goalkeeper, that is a good thing. So for today, David Dreyer, I am going to give him, I mean, you consider, but I don't think it was really his problem. I'm just going to give David Dreyer 7 out of 10. I think that is fair enough. I think he handled some of the crosses well as well. So 7 out of 10. Ben White, I'm going to give Ben White a 7 out of 10. I think he was really good first half in terms of quick passes and quick link-up play with Saka on that right side. There's a lot of times we were getting in the box, but we weren't putting in the correct pass or the correct cross or the correct cutback. And it was Zinchenko and Smith Rowe playing well on the left side, White and Odegaard and Saka combining well on the right side as well. So Ben White, 7. I don't think he made any errors to do anything. So 7 out of 10 for him. Zinchenko as well. I think, let me just see something. This SofaScore giving him like a 9 out of 10 or something. In terms of controlling the game, he is very good. In terms of just, controlling the game and quick passing, the first half, there's a lot of times we were just passing the ball. It was only Zinchenko and Smith Rowe, maybe in the last 10 minutes, who were passing the ball inside the box and all that and trying to penetrate the defense. That is what you want to see. Sometimes maybe he'll have the ball too long and then he'll give it away and it becomes annoying. But I don't think he made any errors defensively today. And there's a couple of times where Nottingham are trying to counter-attack us and Zinchenko came back and cleared the ball. So I was happy with that. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I'll obviously rewatch the game a second time and see if there's anything I missed. 7 out of 10 for him, just like Ben White. Gabriel. I was hoping he'd get like a goal today or something, because they're not very good at defending set pieces. I also think he was okay. I don't think he was shaky at all, Gabriel. Yeah, I think he was better than Saliba. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10, Gabriel, for today, 7 out of 10. I don't think there's any chance that landed on him in terms of the corners and stuff and the free kicks. Saliba, I actually had 7 written down before he made the defended poorly for that. Again, I'll rewatch it and see if it was just basically his mistake. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Still, there's a couple of times they wrote that he defended very, very well. 16th minute and the 50th minute. He defended very, very well in terms of just getting the ball and, turning and going past two strikers and stuff. I think he did well in terms of that, but a bit shaky, gave away the ball once or twice in the first half, and obviously that was a bit shaky as well. I think the penalty that they were asking for in the last minute was also, I think, from him. I think he was the one who had committed whatever he had committed. So 6 out of 10 for Saliba. He was not like terrible. No, he was like Mustafi or Kolasinac levels, but just okay. If I was judging him from the first 60 minutes or 70 minutes, I would give him a 7, but from that era, I'd give him a 6 out of 10. So that is the difference midfield wise. I think Tactical in the chat is right. I don't think anyone, especially those guys, completely stood out. Just okay. So I'm going to give Rice a 7 out of 10 for today. Didn't really make any errors, but wasn't exceptional like the way we've seen him be this. So just did his job. Let's just say he did his job. 7 out of 10 for him. Odegaard, now, that's what I'm saying in terms of getting into the box in the first half and not really having shots on target. Sometimes it's him not shooting the ball quicker, but some of them are also his passes to Ben White and quick passes to Zinchenko, and then the ball gets in. Also, the last touch of the first half, the Jesus header that it was supposed to be a corner, but the referee blew the whistle. It's from an Odegaard pass. Things like that he does. And in the second half, the goal that Saka scored, it was Odegaard getting the ball and quickly passing it to Jesus. Very good through pass. So times like that, he does well, but he wasn't exceptional. But for those moments, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. He was involved in the second goal and also a couple of chances created. 7 out of 10 for Odegaard. Smith Rowe. How many minutes did he play? This is a tough one. Second half, I think he was a little bit quiet. I didn't see him a lot in the second half. First half, as I said, there's a time he had a shot. There's a few times he played really well on the left side. Some good combination play with Zinchenko, and also I think it was Odegaard or someone or Martinelli. He was getting into the box well. He was giving the ball to Jesus well. Again, if he had picked up a final ball, we could easily have had Smith with an assist, Odegaard with an assist, White, Zinchenko, all of them could have had an assist. If you could pick up the right pass in the box, all of them could have had assists. But from that, I think first half he was okay. There's a few times he needed to be passed for the ball. They weren't giving in the ball quicker. But second half a bit quiet, but I'm going to give him a 7. It's his first start in a while. I wanted to give him a 6, but I'm going to give him a 7 because if you watch the combination play in the first half, he was doing really good, very quick passing with Zinchenko and stuff on the left side. So 7 out of 10 for all the midfielders. That's not great. I mean, if you perform exceptionally well, I'd be giving you 9 and stuff and 10. So 7 is just above average. So you're just good. You're just not great, but just good. So 7 out of 10 for Smith Rowe. Saka, I did love his performance actually. 8 out of 10. As I say, the first half, Saka does not really he hasn't been taking on players a lot this season. So, but for that second half and that first half as well, he was going past players and obviously scored the goal that gave us the comfortable 2-goal lead. Corners, a few times Turner took the corners too easily, so maybe we were giving him the ball directly. But I'm going to give Saka an 8 out of 10 because he scored. I had 7 before he scored, but 8 because he scored the goal. So 8 out of 10 for him. And good finish with his right foot, so 8 out of 10. Always happy when Saka scores because we know the pressure that he's always in. Martinelli. That is tough. I didn't see Martinelli too much today, actually. Again, maybe a few times when he got the ball on the left side of the box and then maybe had the chance to pass the ball. I actually didn't see Martinelli a lot today. What did you guys make of the Martinelli performance? I didn't see him a lot today. The Martinelli, sometimes we need to the way Martinelli got those chances against Crystal Palace, that is his game. You have to give him the pass and, quick run and all that and take on the defender. Maybe I saw it a couple of times. I mean, I definitely think in terms of Odegaard and Martinelli, definitely think Odegaard was slightly better than Martinelli. Smith Rowe and Martinelli may be the same. So if they are the same, if I gave Smith Rowe a 7, I wanted to give Martinelli a 6. If I was giving halves, I would have given him a 6.5. So let me just give him a 7. I'll rewatch the game, and if I feel like it's going to be down to a 6 and stuff, I'm going to comment on this video. But for now, I'm going to give him a 7. But second half, maybe second half he was slightly more involved than the first half, but he also got subbed off. So I'm going to give him a 7. Actually, Trossard came on for Martinelli, and I think Trossard did a lot more than what Martinelli did. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Gabriel Jesus. Ooh. First half, we got the header before halftime. He hit the post in the second half. He also had that time he flicked the ball over the two defenders and shot it off target. He had the quick passes and the quick goal. I forgot to mention that with Zinchenko, the quick throwing. Really love that. Jesus, very, very good finish. And all that came from him and Zinchenko. If they don't move that quick, we don't score that fast goal and we'd have to like try until the end. So really, really happy that Jesus finished and the pass to Saka as well for the goal. So Jesus, 8 out of 10. If I was giving hers, it would have been an 8 out of 5. No, 8.5. Not really a 9 out of 10 performance because first half could have done better in a few situations. But second half, especially the last 30 minutes, he was by far our best player. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Havertz came off the bench. He was involved in a few of those counter attacks to Trossard and stuff. So he was on for like 20 minutes. I'm going to give Havertz a 6 out of 10. Who else came on? Ketia. How many minutes was he on as well? Like 13 minutes. I think Havertz was slightly better than Ketia, but I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. There's a time he headed the ball straight to an opponent. I was like, come on, man. Try and, keep the possession and let's try and waste time here, please. 6 out of 10, but maybe it could be a 5. Trossard, though. Trossard was really good from the bench. I think he was really, really good from the bench. For those 20 minutes, I think Trossard was really good. So 7 out of 10. Especially the last thing that he did in that game before the referee blew the whistle. That is what I want to see because Nottingham Forest were getting corners and they could easily have scored a second goal. Trossard got the ball. He ran, covered a lot of distance. He didn't just, give away the ball or try to shoot the ball and give the possession back to them. He actually turned and then he went past another 2-3 players. That is what I love to see. He took the pressure away from us in that last minute, and that is what I want to see. So 7 out of 10. Trossard and Martinelli are a little bit funny in a few games. Sometimes Trossard starts and you feel like, he's been poor. Martinelli comes on, absolutely fantastic, like against Liverpool in the FA Cup, the last game as well against Crystal Palace. Sometimes Martinelli starts and you're like, not sure. And then Trossard comes on, is very good. So I don't know. Maybe bring them both from the bench. Is that possible? I don't know. But we obviously need one of them on the pitch. But both of them are a little bit funny, especially in most of the games this season. Whoever starts doesn't really perform that much. Even Trossard came on against Everton, if you remember, when we won there and he scored the goal and he won us the game. But Martinelli against Man City, he also came off the bench and he won us the game. Both of them, their best performances and their goals have been coming off the bench. Let me try and remember. Against Chelsea, when Trossard scored the 2-2, I think Trossard had come off the bench, if I'm not wrong, as well. There's so many games that Trossard and Martinelli have both come off the bench and they've both done something. But when they start, sometimes it's not really that great. So let's see those. Trossard 7 out of 10. Very, very good. 20 minutes. Who else came on? Nelson was about to come on, but you considered and he changed that sub to Jorginho. So they weren't on for too long. Kivio and Jorginho. So both of them, I'm going to give Kivio a 5 out of 10, Jorginho a 5 out of 10. Like when you see us bringing Kivio and Jorginho, we are scared of conceding a goal. Mikel Arteta, as we said, not the best performance, but I'd say a typical away performance. You don't really expect to score 4 or 5 goals. Nottingham Forest didn't really look like they were going to score, which is great until we only did that in the last minute. We got 2 goals. It was looking comfortable. He started Smith Rowe. I liked that. He brought in Havertz for Smith Rowe. He gave Smith Rowe 70 minutes. I was okay with that. He brought in Trossard. I was okay with that. Nketiah, Jesus can't play 90 minutes, so the only thing he can do is maybe bring in Trossard up front or play Havertz up front. The last subs, obviously, he has to do that, but we considered, so it was a perfect performance, but we won the game, 2 wins out of 2. I'm fun that he's staying at Arsenal. 7 out of 10 for Mikel Arteta for today. I think he was okay. He was just good. He wasn't exceptional. It wasn't bad. They weren't really going to score 2 or 3 goals against us, and it's not easy going to Nottingham Forest. I'm happy that over the last 1 year, we've been able to clear these things, like not winning at Tottenham, not winning at Newcastle, not winning at Nottingham Forest. I'm happy over the last 1 year we've been able to win against all these teams away from home. So my man of the match, I'd probably say Jesus, because that's 30 minutes. Those around 20, 30 minutes. Those between the 50th minute and the 77th minute, Jesus was exceptional. But for the rest of the game, he wasn't that great. And if you to tell me Jesus is not being nominated for man of the match, I'd actually give it to Zinchenko, Ben White. I probably would give it to Zinchenko because he was involved a lot in our build-up play. So a couple of annoying moments, but I'd probably nominate him to get man of the match as well. But I'd still stick with Jesus for his contribution in terms of goals and assists and all that. Evening, Alex, nice seeing you as always. If Liverpool win tomorrow and beat us at the weekend, they'd be 8 points clear. Yeah, if you put it like that, if they beat us on the weekend, it's probably done. We have to not lose that game. Also, again, God is with us in everything, says Steven. Patheas says, we're the Gunners for life. We need Thomas back and need Trossard to start against Liverpool. So Patheas would start Trossard against Liverpool. Again, for that game, what is fun is Martinelli that plays very well against Liverpool. Every time he plays against Trent, he is usually like man of the match every time he plays against Liverpool. So let's see. Jesus, I think, has to start in that game. He also played, I think, very well against Liverpool away from home. Was it away from home? Not the FA Cup game, the Premier League game. Yeah, I mean, let's see who starts. But I think Martinelli, for me, usually starts against Liverpool. I want him to see him start against Liverpool. I wasn't great today. I think Trossard was better when he came on. So let's see what happens though. But listen, we got the win. That is just what we needed. We needed to win 2 games out of 2. Next game, Liverpool on Sunday. So let's hope they drop points. Let's hope somehow Burnley beat Man City, which is not going to happen, unfortunately. I'm expecting 3-4-0 for Man City, and Aston Villa have just lost 3-1 to Newcastle at home. So I'm happy that you have breathing space, and I don't know if we can get. I don't think you can get the table up right now. I didn't have it here, but we're on 46 points, and now we are 3 points ahead of Aston Villa, which is good. I want to leave them slightly behind. And then we can focus on, I'm expecting Man City to have 46 tomorrow. Let's see how Liverpool do against Chelsea and then focus on our game this weekend. Let's hope Partey's back for that one. He's been training. Let's hope he's back for that one. And even if he's back, I don't think Partey will start. I think he can come off the bench, which can still help us. Remember, he came off the bench against Man City and we won that game from his pass. Him and Tomiyasu and Martinelli, all 3 subs were involved. So that was great. But thank you guys for watching as always. I know most of you watching, it's nighttime already. Enjoy your night and let's enjoy this win, man. It's never easy winning at Nottingham Forest. Hit the like button and I'll catch up with you on a new video tomorrow.